Hey, my name is Matt Kahn. I'm an attorney with Butler Law Firm. Today, I want to do an analysis of a scene from Suits about a deposition. But first, a little introduction. So a deposition is a discovery tool that's used in civil lawsuits. Basically, one party can send a deposition notice to another or a non-party witness, and it gives the party the opportunity to question a witness under oath. And so for this scene, there's a deposition taking place in a civil case, and we'll sort of go through the scene and do an analysis of it.
Excuse me, who's she and what's she doing here?
Let's go to work with your parent day.
She's your daughter.
Something like that. But of course, if you're too afraid to have her here, she doesn't have to be here.
Oh, fine with me if she stays, since this is going to be the world's shortest deposition.
Because you're ready to admit you infringed on my client's patent.
So first of all, this is just not how depositions are formatted. Here we have the lawyer and her client, and then another lawyer and his client, and a camera sitting on the table. That's just not how they work. A deposition is typically going to be a lawyer for each party, and then a court reporter who is there to transcribe the words, and possibly a videographer who would take a video recording of the deposition. The parties are typically not at the deposition, only the witness who may be a party, but also may be a non-party.
To create your generic knockoff?
Because my company developed that drug from scratch, and your client has no proof we didn't.
Actually, we do have proof. We're just not going to use it.
You're not going to use it because it doesn't exist.
I'm not going to use it because I'd like you to lie to my face in this deposition.
So here, aside from the pretty fundamental flaw that we just talked about, this witness was never sworn in. So none of this is under oath, and it's really more of a conversation between the witness and the lawyer who's taking the deposition. Typically, a deposition will just consist of a lawyer asking questions and follow-up questions. There's no back and forth allowed.
And why is that?
So when I reveal what we know in open court, you not only lose this case, you get charged with perjury.
Can't you get sent to jail for that?
Why, yes, Joy, you can. But you'd probably go bankrupt first trying to fight it.
Aside from revealing work product, that would be an improper question for a deposition, because it's not really a question at all. It's just really a speech.
Bluffing. You don't have shit on him.
I guess there's only one way to find out. So, Mr. Coleman, did you or did you not rip off our patent to create your bullshit new drug? And before you answer, I'd like you to think back to that decaf latte you were drinking before coming up here. And more specifically to the person waiting in line by your table while you were trying so hard not to look at me.
So that started off to be a proper question, and then kind of turned into not really a question at all. It was really just another speech to the witness. Really, this lawyer should have objected to the question because it is improper, and by not objecting, he could waive the objection and really prejudice his client.
That's what she's doing here. You set us up.
You set yourself up. Because you went to a public place and discussed a case loud enough for a 15-year-old girl who just happened to be recording the coffee shop to pick you up on tape. Now, for the last time, where'd your new drug come from?
So that was actually the only proper question that I think I've heard in this deposition, which is not really a deposition at all.
All right. How much do you want?
So as you've seen, the deposition concludes with the defense lawyer closing the camera and asking for a settlement offer. That's typically not how depositions work at all. Aside from everything that we've discussed, deposition is usually just one sort of piece of the puzzle in a case. I tell all of my clients before getting them ready for a deposition that you can't win your case in a deposition, but you could certainly lose it. And so the outcome of a deposition is rarely, if ever, going to be the defense lawyer making an offer or requesting an offer to settle. I hope you enjoyed this little analysis of clip from Suits, which we learned is really not that accurate. But tune into our YouTube channel for more analysis of legal TV shows and movies. Thanks.